Hey, Chloe. Ha, jackass. Did you see how I could see your name when you write on this?
It was a joke because I know you could.
Yep. We have officially turned that feature on so we can see everybody that writes.
How do you even write on there?
Right. I just got in the mail, not even 10 minutes before I opened up the Zoom. I got a trackpad that you can write on.
Oh, there's like a pencil thing. I just saw that.
Yeah, I got a little pencil thing that goes with the little trackpad. Before I was using my iPad, but that's why we kept glitching. So now we got this. But they also came out and fixed my internet too. All right, it's 3 o'clock. We're going to get started because I said we were starting on time today, because today will be the easiest lesson you have. Now, let me make sure I'm recording because I know some of you guys live off the recordings, mainly because you want to relive the entertainment of me trying to figure something out. Okay, hide that. I don't want that. Okay, so to start the quiz, guys, I'm just going over the quiz today, so I highly recommend you know what you're doing. Like take pictures or take screenshots or take notes. I don't care. Or watch the video again later. Whatever works for you. So the first thing they're going to talk about is exponential growth. So don't forget with exponential growth that you have a graph that goes up like that. Okay, it's going to be steeper than the quadratic formula because exponential can be any exponent at all. With quadratic, it's always ax squared plus bx plus c. So the highest exponent I will ever have in a quadratic is a 2. Well, now I already see why I missed my iPad. I wonder if one of these buttons is an undo. Nope. Nope. All right. So that's the big thing. So whenever you have exponential, it will grow faster than a quadratic because it's going to be an exponent that's bigger than that 2 anyway. Otherwise, they'd call it a quadratic. The one other thing is that when it comes to linear, linear is always the slowest growing one because it's a straight line. So there's your linear. So quadratic would be like this. And then you have exponential, which would be a lot steeper. I'll learn how to draw better on this thing eventually. Okay, so do those 3 things make sense? The 3 different ways. I don't see any questions. Don't forget, if you have a question, just unmute yourself and ask. So that's the first question on the quiz. Number 2 is as easy as it seems, and I've seen some careless errors because I think it's more of people aren't sure, is that really what they want? So they'll ask you and they'll give you like, oops, try this again. If my screen disappears, make sure you let me know if my whiteboard disappears. So px equals 2x squared plus 4x plus 11. Then they're going to have h of x equals 4 to the x. Then you'll have s of x equals 10 to the x. And if they said that x was, say, 5, they want you to figure out which of these equations is the biggest. So I would start off finding my mouse right underneath. So I want to know what p at 5 is. So then I do 2 times 5 squared plus 4 times 5 plus 11. For the h at 5, it is 4 to the 5th power. And then for the s at 5, it is 10 times 5, which is the easiest one. Of course, it's 50. And we want to know which one is the biggest. Oh, there's my calculator. So 4 to the 5th is 1,024. Michael, are you still awake?
Yeah, I stayed awake.
It's a miracle. So then on this one, I have 2 times 25 plus 20 plus 11, which is 50 plus 20 plus 11 is 70, 81. So which one was the biggest one?
H of X.
There you go. That's all they want to know for that type of problem. Does that make sense? Did anybody not understand how I got one of those answers? Okay, so far so good. All right. Before I go over that, I want to go over something else, but I have to show you my screen. Let me change which screen I'm showing because I want you to look at a graph. Nah, it's not going to let me. All right. New page. So we're going to try my hand at drawing graphs with this. Do. All right. So does everybody remember that right here would be the intersection? And that would be a solution. So if I had a tab there, so that would be, say, 1, 2. So that would mean the spot that both of them have a value is at x of 2. So x equals 2 would be the solution to that graph. And let's label this f of x. And no, this is nothing like the one that's on the quiz because we know I can't draw. And that one's g of x. So when they tell you what is x equal to, that's the solution to both equations. Just like when I would have something like this, and let's say we would call that 1, 2. This right here would be that coordinate where they both intersected. Any questions on how to do that type of problem? See, Mikey's good. Wainwright, you alive in there? I don't think so. I think he fell asleep. Wainwright's asleep. Probably with Mikey. He's probably asleep too.
Now, the only reason I fell asleep last time is because I didn't get that much sleep.
Uh-huh. I bet you, you know who's asleep for sure? Mitchell. Definitely Wainwright because he hasn't responded still. I should text his mom right now. I think I'm going to do that. We need some kind of entertainment because this is a boring lesson.
Oh, he said he's here.
Where did he say that?
In the chat.
Ah, sugar. I can't find that stupid thing. Oh my gosh, there's 5, 6 chats. Oh, sweet. Oh, here we go. I found everybody. Hide that, but find that. There we go. Oh, Ariel, I don't know how we stay awake. Logan, is it working now? Is it working? This is one of the slowest lessons we have all year. All right. So that goes over that, and that. All right. No. Can anybody else see my screen? The whiteboard.
Last thing you did on your whiteboard was the 1, 2 thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about a new slide. And I got to figure out how to screen share this. Hold your butt. That's easier this way. New share. Found it. Found it. Found it. Okay. Can everybody see? Oh, went away. Oh, because I touched the pen. Modern technology at its finest. Okay, so does everybody see this table here? Let me move that. I'm assuming it's a yes that we can all see this table.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is one of your last questions kind of deal. So what they want you to do is when they are asking you this, is which statement is true. So if I look here, f of x, I can find that it's the same thing as s of x at 2012, okay? So this question says f of x, is it equal to t of x at 2010? See how they're identical? They're both 740. So then that would be the true statement, this one here. Does that make sense? Because that question's where some people got it wrong because I think they weren't understanding what they were asking. Does anybody have any more questions on that one? Okay, I think we're good. And then the last style of questioning. All you have to do is complete the table on your own paper. So if f of x is 1, I would do, let me go to the, well, I'm not going to go to the whiteboard. That's too much work. 1 times 1, which is 1. Negative 1 plus 4 is 3. 3 plus 12 is 15. But then they're just asking you is when are these two things going to be equal? So then I would do this one. Negative 1 plus 6 is 5. So it's not equal there. And you just keep filling it out. Does everybody get that right here? These numbers are what x equals. I can go to whiteboard. I think a couple
Is there seriously 18 questions on this quiz?
No, remember how I tell you that there's like so many different versions of the same test?
Oh, I seriously thought there was like 18.
No, it's like, I don't know, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here's that graph one where I was talking about. This right here would be the solution where they both meet, where x is 1. That's what they're talking about there. Okay? Because I know everybody that's done it that got them wrong, I think it's because they're not reading the question right. So like here, you just plug it in. Does anybody have any questions? Because that's the whole quiz. That's why I said this would be a quick Zoom. Any questions? So then we're good this time. I expect all of you should be able to go off and like take this quiz and be done in a few minutes. Now I want to tell you guys, if I was you, I would go do that last assignment too, because the last week of school, week 9, we only have 3 days. So with only 3 days to do an entire lesson, a lot of you keep forgetting to do your work, and then there's no late work and you automatically have a 0 for that assignment if you don't do it on time or early. Michael.
Okay.
There we go. Jack.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said about going and doing that last assignment?
Yeah, I already finished this week, so.
Yeah, but go do the one in week 9.
How many assignments are there in week 9?
Just the one.
All right.
Because you only get 3 days of school for week 9.
Okay.
And I worry that you guys will get like, because I don't know what the other assignments are, and I worry you guys will be bombarded with only 3 days to do work for all your courses.
Okay.
Okay? Anybody else? Mitchell, we alive in there? Yep. All right, guys. Well, quick and easy Zoom. Tomorrow will be longer, and I will see you all tomorrow. And Logan, I will send you this. Bye. Go do that quiz. It's easy.